ठीक है।
एक इंसान आया, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
April 22nd, 2025. 26 innocent lives gunned down at point-blank range in the green meadows of Pahalgam. Tourists, Hindus, singled out. Executed by Pakistani-backed terrorists while enjoying a vacation in one of India's most fragile regions. The Modi government's response has been swift and unapologetic. Operational freedom granted to the armed forces. The Prime Minister's message loud and clear. India will pursue the perpetrators and their backers to the ends of the earth.
मैं बहुत स्पष्ट शब्दों में कहना चाहता हूं, जिन्होंने ये हमला किया है, उन आतंकियों को और इस हमले की साजिश रचने वालों को उनकी कल्पना से भी बड़ी सजा मिलेगी.
Multiple rounds of high-level security meetings have followed. Prime Minister Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, the three service chiefs all present. This was followed by a Cabinet Committee on Security meeting. The Prime Minister empowered forces to independently determine the mode of response, choose their targets and set the timing for the operations. India's war rooms are now active. But across the border, panic is setting in. Pakistan's information minister is now screaming military action is imminent in the next 24 to 36 hours. A nation caught red-handed, now playing the victim.
Pakistan has credible intelligence that India intends carrying out military action against Pakistan in the next 24 to 36 hours on the pretext of baseless and concocted allegations of involvement in the Pahalgam incident. India has apparently decided to tread the dangerous path of irrationality and confrontation, which will have catastrophic consequences for the complete region and beyond.
Tarar's rant isn't just hollow, it's laughable. Pakistan didn't just host the terrorists, it armed them, sheltered them, and now refuses to even call them terrorists. Enter the Pakistani Army's official mouthpiece, Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif. Desperate to shift the blame, he accuses India of running terror camps in Pakistan. No proof, no logic, just more manufactured lies.
7 days have passed since Pahalgam incident, but so far there have been no shred of evidence that has been provided to support the baseless allegations being made against Pakistan.
This is the same Pakistani military that let Osama bin Laden live next to its training academy. The same army that trains, funds and exports Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and TRF terrorists into India. While Islamabad rants, its army fires. For 6 straight nights, Pakistani troops have violated the ceasefire along the line of control. Now they've opened fire at the international border for the first time since the Pahalgam terror attack. India has hit back with full force. The army's response? Precise, immediate and unflinching. In Washington, the Trump administration is calling for diplomatic channels between the two nations, but refusing to call out Pakistan's terror track record. US State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce issued a cautious statement.
The Secretary of State is going to be speaking with the foreign ministers of both countries.
And will that be raised?
What I can tell you, obviously, we're also monitoring the developments across the board in that region. We, as you know, at multiple levels, I have to say, are in touch with the governments of India and Pakistan, not just at the foreign minister level, certainly, but at multiple levels. We, of course, are encouraging all parties to work together for a responsible solution. The world is watching this.
That action is little more than fence-sitting. Even after Pakistan's defense minister admitted that his country did America's dirty work for 3 decades, the White House still won't name and shame Islamabad. Back home, anger is boiling. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat made a rare, direct visit to Prime Minister Modi. Sources say the RSS has expressed deep anguish and is fully backing the government's next move. And the message is echoed on the streets, a test of India's national resolve. Pakistan claims it condemns all terrorism, while TRF, Lashkar's rebranded proxy, continues issuing threats. Intelligence inputs now suggest another attack may be imminent. Targets? Kashmiri Pandits, migrant workers, even security forces. But this is not 2008. This is not 2016. This is not even 2019. This is 2025 and India under Modi is not blinking. The government has already acted on revoking visas, suspending Indus Waters Treaty and deporting Pakistani nationals. What comes next may not be diplomatic.